ko muna for purposes. Okay? So again, we will be starting our lesson 1 for English for academics and professional purposes. So let us start with a simple activity first. Okay, so are you familiar with 4 picks 1 word? Kindly hit the thumbs up button if you are familiar with the game 4 picks 1 word. Okay, so very well. It seems that most of you or all of you are familiar with the said game. Okay, so let's have 4 picks 1 word first, before we go to our topic. So I have here 4 sets of pictures, of course. Okay, so those are the pictures, those are the clues, and these are the letters that you're going to jumble or to reshuffle in order for you to get the correct answer. Okay, so we have here a clue. Okay, so it is a 7-letter word. Okay, so you may open your mic if you would like to answer. What do you think is the answer in this number 1? Ano kaya ang sagot dyan? Or you may type it on the chat box if you want. Okay, a clue is a 7-letter word. Yes, Jean.
Academic po.
Academic, a 7-letter word. Academic. That was 8 letters. Academy. What else? No, malapit na. Aside from academy, another word for academy. No, there is no letter Y there. What do you think? No, it's this word, which is synonymous to academy. Walang letter Y. Ano kaya yung salita na yan? Ano kaya yung word na yon? Aside from academy. You can chat it on the chat box. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so ano to? Academy. Okay, so ang dami naman niya. 7-letter words lang. Okay, so it seems that I have here a correct answer. Medyo nagkamali lang ng spelling. Naging double E. Okay, so the correct answer is a 7-letter word is academe. Okay, so it has something to do with the academy. Okay, so when we say academy, it is synonymous to academe. Okay, an institution. Okay, an institution to learn, such as colleges, universities, etc. Okay, so that is academe. Next, so another sets of pictures. I have here 4 sets of pictures. Here are the letters and clue again, 7-letter word. So what do you think is this all about, or what does the pictures tells us about? All right, so very good. Not as easy as that. Okay, so it is what we call writing. Okay, so very good. So lahat siguro tama. Okay, so very good. That's writing. Let's have another one. Okay, so I have here 4 pictures again. These are the clues. Okay, 4-letter word. What is this 4-letter word? Okay, so most of you answers text. Okay, very well. So the answer is text. Okay, again, let's have a recap. What are those words that you have guessed? Anong mga words ulit yan? We have what? Number 1? Ano yung number 1 word natin? We have number 1. What word is that?
Academe.
Okay, very good. We do have academe. The second one is writing. Okay. The third one is text. Okay. Academe, writing, and text. Okay. So meaning it has something to do with our topic for today. Now, those words such as academe, writing, and text. So what do you think will be our topic for today, Tia? Okay. What will be our topic? No? Regarding those words, no, academe, writing, and text. Do you have any idea of what will be what will this topic all about, rather? Okay, so using those three words, so we will come up now with a topic such as writing text in the academe. Okay, or how to write or how to write text no in the academe. Okay, so ano bang tawag dun sa mga text na sinusulat sa ating academe or sa ating academy? Okay, so those are what we call academic text and academic writing. Okay, so now you are going to know what is academic text no, and what is academic writing. Okay, and what are the types no, of academic text and writing, and how to write the some of it. Okay, so now let's move forward for the topic academic text. Okay, so for a while, let us differentiate muna what is academic text not to a non-academic text. Okay, so what is the difference kaya between the two? Let's have this short video first. You may have a screenshot of it. All right, so that is the difference between academic and non-academic text. When you say academic text, it is a more formal one other than a non-academic text, which is a non-formal or casual lang siya. No, some examples of academic text are encyclopedias, no, academic essays, okay, ano pa ba? Articles, no, journals. No, unlike a non-academic text, it is more on casual. Okay, personal journals are examples of it, text, emails, messages. No, those are examples of non-academic text. No, that is the difference between the two. Now, let us further define what is an academic text. Okay, so ano kaya yung academic text? Okay, kindly read what is an academic text daw. Okay, so kindly read Eunice. What is an academic text?
Defined as critical, objective, specialized text written by experts or professionals in a given field using formal language.
Okay, so that is an academic text. So meaning this means now that academic texts no, are based on the facts, so and with solid basis rather. Okay, it is formal, objective daw or impersonal, and technical. Okay, so sabi academic writing daw is generally formal, objective, impersonal, and technical. So, bakit tinawag na formal yung academic text? Okay? So, academic text is said to be formal by avoiding casual or conversational language, okay, such as contractions or informal vocabulary. So, when we say contractions, what do you mean by contractions? Okay, may nakakaalam ba what contractions is or what contractions are? Are you familiar with contractions? Okay, so contractions, examples of this are the word can't, okay, yung couldn't, wouldn't, okay. So yung mga pinapaiksing salita, okay, imbis na could not, okay, cannot, okay, would not, okay. So those words are what we call contractions kapag pinapaikli na sila. Okay? So formal to kasi we do not use na such words in an academic text. No, hindi natin ginagamit yung mga contractions when it comes to academic text. So because it is a formal text. Okay, so that's why sinabi siyang formal. Next, bakit naman siya sinabing objective or impersonal? Okay, sabi, academic text is impersonal or objective by avoiding direct reference to people or feelings, no, and instead emphasizing objects, facts, and ideas. Okay? So kaya siya objective because it is not subjective. Okay? So kasi pag subjective siya, there must be a bias. Okay? So gaya ng essay, no, a simple essay. Okay? Kung sinabi natin objective, it avoids no direct reference to a people or feelings. Kaya siya objective or impersonal. Next, sinasabi din na siya ay technical. Na bakit kaya technical si academic text? So technical siya because it uses vocabulary specific to a certain discipline. Okay? So let's say for example, yung mga ginagamit in the field of medicine. Okay? So syempre you are going to use those vocabulary specific to that certain discipline. Okay? So that's why academic text is technical. Okay? So generally, academic text is formal, objective, and technical. Okay? And also in addition to that, sabi to be a good academic writer now you will need to learn the specific styles as well as structures now for your discipline. No, as well as for each individual no writing task. No, mamaya, no, some of examples of the academic writing no, will be discussed later. Okay, so yung mga examples niya. Okay, so academic writing din daw can be done as part of a class, no, in a program of study, and for publication in an educational or an academic journal. Okay, so let's have first these short videos of what academic writing is. No, but before we go to that.
What is academic writing? Academic writing is writing about an academic topic at an academic level. This means, first of all, that you write with a specific goal in mind, so you know what you want to achieve. It also means that you are aware of who your readers are, what their knowledge level is, and what their expectations of the text are. As a writer, you can anticipate this. Writing at an academic level also means that your text shows cohesion and coherence. You ensure that your ideas are connected in a logical way, and that these ideas make sense together. You use the appropriate connecting devices and linking words to achieve this. You also know how to use the right register, so you ensure that your choice of words is appropriate for the situation and for your goal. Finally, your text also doesn't contain any spelling and punctuation errors. In short, writing on an academic level means that you are able to write texts that are appropriate, engaging, and accurate.
Hi, today we're going to talk about academic writing. So writing, it is a form of communication that is shaped by the following factors. D. TARP. Topic, audience, role, and purpose. It answers the following question. What is it about? Who am I as a writer? Am I writing as a friend, teacher, student, or doctor? Who will read my work? And lastly, why am I writing? Academic writing. It is not simply writing, style, or expressing your thoughts. Rather, it is used to define the intellectual boundaries of a specific discipline and areas of expertise. There are four important things that we need to consider in academic writing: the formality, objectivity, explicitness, and caution.
Okay, so that's for the introduction of what academic writing is. Now, what are the purposes of academic writing? Ano ba ang mga purpose ng academic writing? So these are the purpose of academic writing. First one is to inform, okay, to persuade, and to argue a specific point. Okay, so that is the purpose of academic writing. And it also, for academic writing, must be precise, must be clear, and must be objective. Okay, so academic writing must be precise, clear, and objective. Okay, so there will be no bias. Next are the examples of academic writing. Okay, so ano kaya yung mga examples ng academic writing for academic text? So for a while, let's have this short video first.
There are many different types of academic writing. You need to demonstrate a high level of critical thinking and critical analysis in any type of writing that you undertake. But basically, the assignments that you'll be asked to complete at university fall within half a dozen or so categories. The most common is an essay. An essay is a continuous piece of text, but you may also be asked to write a report. This is a more highly structured piece of writing. Then there are literature reviews, where your academic will expect you to research and critically evaluate the literature that you have compiled. There are other genres of writing, such as case studies and reflective writing, which look back on your personal and professional experiences. More details about the different types of academic writing can actually be found on the HELPS website. We have a self-help resources.
Okay, so tawag dito, advertisement na yun. So those are some examples of academic writing, such as essays. Okay, it can be dissertations, it can be research paper. Okay, it can be an academic essay. Okay, literature review, so on and so forth. Okay, but we have here, no, 4 examples of academic writing. Okay, so we have literary analysis, research paper, dissertation, and academic essay. Okay, so let's get to it one by one. Okay, so kindly read what a literary analysis is. So would you mind to open your mic? Piana, what is a literary analysis?
A literary analysis essay examines, evaluate, and make an argument about a literary work.
Okay, so when we say literary analysis, no, as its name suggests from the name itself, no, a literary analysis essays no goes beyond before no summarization. Hindi lang po tayo nagsa-summarize when it comes to literary analysis. No, kaya nga siya analysis and literary, meaning you're going to analyze no the literary itself. No, so meaning it requires a careful, close reading no of one or multiple texts, no, and often focuses on a specific characteristic, theme, or motive. Okay, so that is literary analysis. No, simply analyzing a literary text. Okay, so not just merely summarizing it. Next one is a research paper. Okay, so would you mind to read what a research paper is? Okay, would you mind to open your mic, Kyla?
A research paper uses outside information to support a thesis or make an argument.
Okay, so research papers no, are written in all disciplines. Okay, so it can be in the different fields. No, it can be evaluative, it can be analytical, and it can be critical no, in nature. Kagaya ng nakalagay dyan. So common research resources no, includes data. Okay, so lagi tayo may mga data or data when it comes to research paper. Okay, it can be primary sources or secondary sources. Okay, so tinatawag natin primary sources are those first-hand sources. Okay, original yon. Okay, when we say secondary sources naman, okay, second-hand na siya. Okay, or it was edited. Okay, primary sources such as historical records. Okay, because original yon, mga historical records. Okay, one example of secondary sources are the scholarly articles. Okay, yung mga reviewed scholarly articles. Okay, so those are what we call secondary sources na. Okay, because they are not the original ones, not such as unlike rather primary sources. Okay, and also when it comes to research paper, when it comes to writing research paper, it involves synthesizing the external information with your own ideas. Okay, so that is a research paper. Sabi din dyan, it uses outside information to support a thesis or make an argument. Okay, so research paper supports a thesis. Next one is a dissertation. Okay, so would you mind to read what a dissertation is? Kindly read. Kindly read Generals.
The dissertation is a book-length summary of the doctoral candidate's research.
Okay, so when we say dissertation, okay, or in other words or in layman's term, is what we call thesis. Okay, so this is a document submitted at the conclusion of a PhD program. Okay, so para to sa mga experts. Okay, so dissertation, sabi dyan, is a book-length summary of the doctoral candidate's research. Okay, so when it comes to a more higher a higher school, okay, so it's called dissertation. Or thesis, if katulad lang sa ating mga undergraduates, is a research paper. Next is what we call academic essay. Okay, so ano nga ba yung academic essay? Now, before we define what academic essay is, let's have this short video of it. Okay, balik natin ng konti. Okay, so you know this naman, di ba? Okay, so essays consist of these three parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, so kagaya daw yan ng sandwich at burgers, no? So let's find out kung bakit. Okay, so pakitandaan to, we do have types of essays here: descriptive, argumentative or analytical, evaluative, and personal essays. Okay, so ayan. All right, so that is an academic essay. So we do have there no four types of essay: the descriptive, analytical, okay, personal, and the last one. Okay, so let us define what is an academic essay. Okay, so when we say academic essay, no, it must use appropriate vocabulary words, but not too pretentious or highfalutin words. Okay, so when we say highfalutin words, these are words that are uncommon, okay, or those extreme words, okay. So when we say highfalutin words, example of these are, no, is this word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, so such word no can be considered as a highfalutin word. Okay, okay, so highfalutin words, just like what I've said, is uncommon words. Okay, so we do not use no those words. Okay, so in an academic essay, but also we do not use din naman too casual words when it comes to academic essay. Okay, so formal language lang. Okay. So papunta na kasi ito ng ano, no, para na siyang what do you call this medical term. Okay, kumbaga. Okay? So academic essay uses formal language but not too pretentious and highfalutin words. Okay, such as supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Next, target readers. So who are the target readers of academic essay? Okay, of course, the teachers, no, in an academe, the students, okay, so all of you, your classmates, and the academic community. Okay, so academic community is kasama din for the audience or the target readers of your academic essay. Next is the structure. So when we say structure, okay, structure of a text, okay, mamaya meron tayong two kinds of it. When we say structure, it is an important feature no, of academic writing. A well-structured text no, enables the reader to follow the argument and navigate the text. In academic writing, a clear structure and a logical flow are imperative to cohesive text. So there are two common structures of academic text no, that you need to learn, which depends on the type of assignment no, you are required no, of doing. Meron tayong tinatawag na three-part essay structure at meron tayong tinatawag na IMRAD structure. Okay, what is the difference of the two? Ano ba si three-part essay structure at ano si IMRAD structure? Let's have the three-part essay structure. Okay, so three-part essay structure is introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, so the three-part essay structure is a basic structure no, that consists of introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, so the introduction and the conclusion no, should be shorter than the body of the text. Diba? For shorter essays naman, 1 or 2 paragraphs lang for each of these sections no, can be appropriate. Pero kapag mahaba ng text, such as thesis, okay, several pages will do. Okay, so let's get to the video one by one of a review. What is introduction, body, and conclusion, and how to write those parts. Again, kindly rejoin kapag nag-end si Zoom.
Today, we are going to talk about writing an introduction and what's included. The introduction is the first thing that your reader is going to see, so you need to make sure that it's great. There are 3 main parts of an introduction: the hook, the background information, and the thesis statement. Let's take a closer look at each one. The first line or two of your introduction is called the hook. The purpose is to draw the reader in, make them interested, make them want to read. For a hook, you want to use quotations or questions or even facts or statistics. You don't want to say, "This essay will be about." The next part of your introduction is the background information. This gives your reader a little bit of information about your topic without telling them everything. You want to give them the main points and tell them why the topic is important. Give them an outline. You don't want to tell them everything, and you don't want to say, "I'm going to talk about." The final part of your introduction is your thesis statement. This tells your reader your main topics or your position depending on the type of paper. The thesis is the backbone of your essay, so you want to make it strong. When writing your thesis statement, you want to make sure that you're clear and specific. You want to include the thesis at the end of your paragraph, and you want to use your own original ideas. You don't want to bury the thesis in the middle of your introduction paragraph, nor do you want to say, here's the main points of my essay. So there you have it, the proper way to write an introduction. Include a hook, background information, and a thesis statement. Now you're ready to write your body paragraphs.
Okay, so that is all about introduction. Okay, so when you say introduction, its purpose is to clearly tell the reader what is the topic, the purpose and the structure of the paper. Okay, so as a rough guide, an introduction might be between 10 to 20% lamang of the length ng whole paper ninyo. And it has 3 main parts. Okay, so 3 main parts pa lang, meron na tayo pagdating sa introduction. Yan nga, sina hook, background information, at thesis. Okay, so ayun po iyan. Next, let's go to the body. Again, rejoin once the Zoom meeting is ended.
Now that you've written an awesome introduction, we're going to talk about how to rock body paragraphs. First, let's look at body paragraphs. Body paragraph is the core of your essay. It gives your reader the bulk of the information. There are 4 types of body paragraphs. You have narratives, expository, descriptive, and persuasive. Let's look at each one. A narrative paragraph is a paragraph that tells a story. It answers the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, and